Good afternoon, everybody. I just recently uploaded a video about my thoughts with NFL draft tonight. I just want to give a brief summary on the two MSG teams, the New York Knicks and the New York Rangers. The New York Knicks, I know I haven't made a video in a little while, and I'd like to give my brief thoughts about them. Kudos to Tom Thibodeau, Coach of the Year, hands down. Fantastic. I mean, he's doing wonders with his team. 9 game winning streak. I watched the game on Monday against Phoenix, and I wasn't upset. That the Phoenix is one of the second best team in the NBA, and unfortunately, Chris Paul. You got to tip your cap. The guy's a finisher. I mean, he made a couple of ridiculous threes at the end of the game. Then I'm like, well, what are you going to do? You know. But they go and rebound after seeing their 9 game winning streak end. You know what the testament is of a good team and a good coach? They came back and they did what they needed to do against the Chicago Bulls Wednesday. They struggled for a while, but they pulled away in the fourth quarter against a team they were supposed to beat. They got a few days off, and then they got a tough West Coast trip to finish out the season. Let's see what they can do. Hopefully, they start off well against the Houston Rockets. They should be able to win that. But then I saw the ending of that schedule. They got the Suns, Lakers, and Clippers. That's tough. I get that, but they're in this race. They're playing well, and we'll see what happens. But a great rebound win after losing a tough one to the Suns. Um, and with regards to the New York Rangers, unfortunately, they've been playing great, but they could still be on the outside looking in. It sucks because the Boston Bruins keep winning. I mean, I was hoping to get some help from Pittsburgh on Tuesday. It just didn't happen. Now, the silver lining a bit is, well, we got help from the Capitals beating the Islanders 1-0, and all of a sudden we're only 5 points back of the Islanders. So that's still possible. And Lafreniere is playing great right now, and Kako's getting better, and of course Zibanejad's being a stud. And can you imagine where this team would be if he were doing this all year long? And Panarin's been Panarin, and Shesterkin's definitely the future. A lot of things to be happy about with the New York Rangers. Adam Fox, Norris Troy candidate. A lot of things to be happy about with the New York Rangers, and they may not even make the playoffs this year. And they had, by all accounts, a great season. COVID shortened season schedule. And we are literally in the toughest division in hockey, where one good team gets screwed out of the playoffs, and it could very well be us. We'll see. I mean, the good thing is out of these last 6 games, 4 out of these 6 are against the Islanders and Bruins, 2 teams we're trying to chase. It's going to come down to this weekend. Unfortunately, it's going to be a daunting task. We got to win both games against the Islanders. Islanders are an incredibly well coached team, great defense. But the situation is what it is, and we need to get these 4 points. The New York Knicks look like they're going to make the playoffs. The New York Rangers, tall task. But they've played, and the fact that they've had an outstanding second half and been a hot team to put themselves in this position after a somewhat uneven first half. It only speaks great things about the future. Trust me, I know next year and beyond, they're going to be a contender, as will the Knicks. So I'm holding out hope. I'm trying not to get my hopes up with the Rangers. I know the Knicks will probably get in there. Where in the seedings, I don't know, but they'll probably find a way to get into the playoffs. But the Rangers, it's going to be tough. And we'll see what they're made of on how they play the Islanders tonight and Saturday. I think they could win the game tonight, but the real challenge is going to be on Saturday. We'll see. They might have the advantage of the MSG crowd, but let's see what it's like when they go to Nassau Coliseum. And we'll see what this team is made of. Either way, it's a good learning experience. And going forward, they're going to be great. I really feel that way. But let's just see what happens during these last 6 games before we start thinking about next year. We'll leave it at that. Have a good day.